You is a baddie, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ew. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Britney Louise. If you are new here, how you doing? Hey, hello. Today, as you can see, my face is cute, ain't it? It's real cute. Today we are going to be talking about the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I'm going to show you guys how I do my powder foundation routine. I'm going to show you how I prepare my skin before I wear this stuff, okay? Dry skin girls, if you feel me, you really need to keep watching, okay? Everything I do and how I got to this beautiful finish right here. A great everyday look, if I do say so myself, which you can also glam up if I do say so myself. And I do say so because I'm myself, all right? So I'm not going to keep you guys. We're going to get right into this video. Okay, guys, so the first thing that I am going to do in order to have my perfect powder foundation routine is I am going to use a hydrating primer, and this is one of my favorites right now. It's the Ciate Watermelon Primer. I love this primer because it's not too much of a dewy finish, but it is like just right. It's just a nice gel finish. So I'm going to start off with that so that I make sure that my dry skin does not poke through, okay? I got to have some maintained dry skin. Next thing that I like to do before I go in with my actual powder foundation, I'm going to spot conceal first using my L'Oreal Infallible concealer, and this is in the shade 415 Honey. And once I get done spot concealing, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty in 380C, and I'm going to brighten underneath the eyes, okay? So I can have, you know, my highlighted face coming forward, and then everything else I don't want highlighted to stay in the background. You know what I'm saying? In the background, and my background sing. So I'm just going to spot conceal first. And typically I like to spot conceal with a concealer that is pretty much as close to my shade as possible. I'm going to blend out my concealer. Now I'm taking my Fenty 380 and just adding just enough underneath my eyes here. And I'm going to take my concealer brush underneath my eyes. I really like to use it because it really fits where I want it to fit under my eyes perfectly, and it's nice, soft, and fluffy, and I can blend quick, fast, in a hurry. So right now I look a spotted mess, but that's all right. We are going to continue to press on, okay? Like in 2021, we gonna press on, all right? And we're gonna press on to the next step right now. I'm just gonna set underneath my eyes. My Fenty loose setting powder is in the shade Honey. And I really like to focus the powder right around here, right on the inner of my nose, because that's where my glasses sit. I have a lot of movement with my glasses sometimes. It is time to go in with the lady of the hour, okay? Miss Fenty Beauty's Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation. The price and everything will be up here on the screen. And just some facts about it. It's a lightest air powder foundation that gives you a light to full coverage with a soft matte finish. The shade that I ended up getting is 420. Okay, so when I was in the store, I just knew that 445, which is my liquid foundation shade in the Pro Filt'r foundation, which is a little bit deeper, but the undertone for 445 is so perfect that it just looks so flawless on my skin. So I came back down to my original shade that I first purchased back when the liquid foundations first dropped in 420, and I am so satisfied with this shade. It is so pretty, and I like it on me very, very much. Now, as you know how it looks underneath, on top, foundation, underneath, sponge, and an additional mirror-like deal here. I love this compact. It's very cute. I'm going to start off with a sponge on one side, and then I'll probably switch to a brush because that is how I actually do my powder foundation. But for the sake of this deal here, I know a lot of people will rub this foundation on, but rubbing is not for me. I like to pat powder foundation on if I'm going to use a sponge, just because it looks so much more natural that way. And when you rub, you see when I rub the first time, you just have this kind of just color just sitting on your face, and now you have to figure out a way to, you have to work extra hard to distribute that color into your skin so that it's not overdone, right? So what I like to do is just pat my foundation on when I'm using a sponge. And that's also another reason why I like to use a brush over a compact sponge, because I can control it a lot more, especially when it comes to powder. I can just control it a lot more. And from what I can see, it is blending really well down into my neck area. Now I'm just gonna go in with a brush on the other side. I am used to doing my powder foundation routine with a brush, so I just want to see how this looks. It's easier, it's faster, and it just distributes the pigment and color a lot better than it would just using a sponge, for crying out loud. But it's definitely, a decent sponge to have on the go, you know what I mean? Don't, rule a sponge out, because when you're on the go, hello, you gonna need the sponge. But the sponge for me is definitely like afterthought. Just look at how fast I pretty much built up to, that same amount of coverage on this side with a sponge. Like literally just swiping and swirling, honey. So much faster. So all I did was add a little bit of the setting powder back underneath the eyes, just to bring out the light underneath my eyes a little bit more, because it kind of got lost when I started to put on the foundation and go over it a little bit. What I will say about this is that it covers pretty fast, whether you're using the sponge or a brush so far, so I like that. There's pigment in these there bones, okay, all right? It's pigment in this here compact. Don't let this little compact fool you. Anyway, I really like the finish just up front. It's flawless. It's pretty. It looks good. My blemishes are covered. It adds some extra coverage over them after what I did with the concealing underneath. I am popping. I am here. I'm going to finish my powder routine. Last but not least, when it comes to my powder foundation routine, I like to contour. I just use powder on top of everything. I don't underpaint underneath my foundation, just because typically if I'm doing a powder foundation, I'm trying to be in and out straight up. You know what? I could use my Cocoa Naughty. Here's my Cocoa Naughty by Fenty Beauty. You is a baddie, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ew. Don't mind me. I am just giving myself all the compliments that I deserve, because why not? Okay? Why not? So now that my face is popping, I'm going to do a little quick something on the eyes. What I'm going to do is just basically build up. I'm going to use my contour shade here in my Sephora palette and just build up my eyes really quick. Slap some lashes on, honey, and finish this thing out, okay? Real easy. I'm just going to take a blending brush and just blend my pigment to the center of my eyes. And I'm going to dip into this shade here, Premier, which I've also used which, is pretty much a blush color, but it'll work for the eyes as well. I'm going to use my Fenty eyeliner in Space Cookie. And it's just a nice brown eyeliner that really brings out my eyes. And I am just going to tight line a little bit. Drag it a little bit across my lash line. So when I put my lashes on, there is something to stick to. Now I'm going to take my lash and place it right on top of my lash line. Just like that, okay? All I did was put on some blush and a little bit of highlight in the inner corner of my eyes while off camera. Now the last thing I'm going to do is put my lipstick on, and I'm going to be using Honey Waffles. I already put my lip liner on. It's just a brown lip liner by NYX, and I'm really going to focus Honey Waffles right in the center. Just a quick update on these cream glosses by Fenty Beauty. Y'all have no idea how much I am enjoying them so much. I absolutely love these glosses, okay? Anyway, this is my finished look. Let's do a little zoom in on my face because it is gorgeous. As you can see, this powder foundation looks really, really good on me. I really like the color 420 for me. I am not going to do 445. 445 powder form was just way too deep. The pigment was just way too deep for me. But going back to the original shade that I used to rock with before 445 came out, 420 in powder. Oh, she and I can do some things together, okay? Because have you seen me? So this is my first impressions video of this foundation. It looks beautiful on me. I will probably do some updates throughout the day on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram at Britney Louise. And it's Britney, 1T, dot, or period, Louise, Louis, double E's at the end, okay? At Instagram, and then we can chop it up. You can check me out in the stories. I will be doing a full-on long day wear test for you guys and probably finish out my final thoughts on there. You guys, let me know if you guys have picked up this foundation yet, if you like it, if you love it, you want some more of it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Again, this foundation retails at $36, and so far I like it. Also, I want to say hi to you new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Now our channel, welcome to the family. I give you virtual hugs, okay? Cause you need it. It's nothing wrong with a hug, baby. Okay, there you go. From me to you, Happy New Year. If you have not subscribed to me yet, then hello. Punch the subscribe button down below. I don't know what you're waiting for. Come get this love. Come get it. Come on. I know you want it. I know you want it. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Feel free to check out some of my old videos on this channel, especially if you're new here. I will see you guys in the new year. Bye.